Alrighty, guys, let's cover how you can make corporate offers work for your business. So, a bit of a different background today. I'm actually a little bit sick, so I'm working from home. I'm actually staying at my wife's mum's house at the moment because we're in the middle of moving from Sydney to Gold Coast in a couple of weeks, which is really exciting, trying to chase that warm weather. But guys, let's dive into it, okay? So, getting corporate offers to work. So, firstly, what is a corporate offer? So, that's where your fitness business will align with another corporate business, usually in the local area, right? To be able to be able to get clients from their business to start to train at your business. So, guys, the first thing you have to do is to identify targets. And when you're identifying targets, it's really, really important that you go after the right targets and you make it easier for your business. So, when we we're doing this in our business, we actually identified the businesses that our clients either owned or managed, which made it really, really easy. So, we did some corporate offers with some businesses as small as like 4 clients, all the way up to someone's having like 400, 500 with like Avons and things like that, some really, really big companies. And one of the things that I learned very quickly is we went into a meeting one day with a real estate agent, and they had like, I think at the time about like 60 staff, and we had this like full plan mapped out. We'd been like literally planning it for a week for this meeting, and we went in with expectations. We went in with expectations of what we wanted from the corporate and from the business, and it really, really went like in a really kind of funny direction because we had no understanding of what they wanted. So what we were going to do is we we're going to offer all their staff a 20% discount. And what actually ended up happening is the owner of that business actually paid $100 for every one of their staff who wanted to do it. It was like 35 clients, as long as all of that money went to charity, right? Which is a really amazing outcome. It was an amazing outcome for the charity, but it really made me think of to make sure any meeting you go into, and it goes on for sales, guys. I have a really cool story once about a guy who like walked in stock with like trackies that were like all ripped, and he had like thongs on and stuff, and like I was like, hey, there's no way this guy's going to sign up for PT, and he actually was worth like over like $15 million. So just go in with no expectations for your corporates, okay? Just go in when you're having these meetings. You identify targets. You've organized the meetings with, maybe their HR or the owner or the manager, but don't go in with any expectations, right? Go in with the mindset that you want to help everyone in their business be fitter, healthier, stronger, have less work days off, and have a nice, safe, comfortable place they can train that's close to work with showers and things like that. Now, there's 3 offers that you can have in the back of your mind that have worked really well. Guys, one of the ones that we ran probably about 5 or 6 times was a charity offer, which is where the people within the business or the business like donates money for, like, we did a 28-day challenge for $99, where all of that money or a percentage of that money goes to charity. And that worked really well. And it worked really well for our business because we were like to run the same offers over and over. We did a 28-day challenge a lot, which meant that anyone who came in on a 28-day challenge, regardless if we gave it to them free, low paid or high paid, is we knew that we had the ability to sign them up ongoing. And that's a really, really good one for both the business, right? And then also it does some amazing things for charity. And to be honest, guys, that's probably my favorite one. For those who don't know, like I've had a lot of troubles in my life with like depression, anxiety, things like that. My mum kind of committed suicide when I was a kid. So we were able to do ones for charity, and especially around depression and anxiety, which really were super memorable when I sold my gyms in the end. Those are the kind of things that you really, really cherish, like once you move on from a business and things like that. Now, guys, the next one you can do that works really well, and we use this with sporting clubs and also like smaller businesses, where essentially they're just like, hey, we're not really too interested in doing anything for charity, not worried about the membership discount, which I'll talk to you about in a sec, but they just go, hey, let's get our staff in for a trial. So we gave varying trials from 14 days free to 28 days free for every staff member within that business. And then we also reached out to them every 3 months to see if any new staff had started. And that worked really well for us too, because it's that really low hanging fruit where they'll just send out an email to their entire database, like all their staff and things like that. And then that we would get them in for a free trial, would have back our abilities to sign them up off the back of it. On free trials, guys, we roughly signed up just a little bit above 30% on free trials. So, if we got 10 free trials, we're absolutely laughing because we got 3 clients off it. at the end of it. And then we also have 7 people who, we've made really happy, and we know that there's some stage along, if it's a good fit for them, they're going to come back and train for us. And another one that we set up, guys, which is your third option, which is discounted memberships, where we had an alignment with a couple of bigger companies. And what we did is we gave their members 10% off their membership when they joined. Not their members, their staff. And that works really well too, okay? Probably more so with like the bigger businesses and stuff. And I must admit, guys, definitely I'm giving you the order of my favorites and what worked the best. So definitely charity is my favorite, and I think that works the best. Then you can give all the staff a free trial, and then on the back end, you can give them discounted memberships, which businesses like Anytime Fitness do that a lot. I know Virgin Active do that a lot. Those really bigger clubs have some really amazing alignments with massive businesses and companies where they get, like, all the staff get discounted memberships and things like that, which works really well. Guys, but let's piece this all together on how can you execute it, right? So firstly, guys, what you have to do is you have to identify 10 to 20 corporate businesses that you can go after, and you can help their staff be fitter, healthier, stronger, have less sick days, right? That's the most important thing. And use your client list, guys. Use all the clients that are already in your business, because there's a really high chance a lot of them work locally or they own businesses locally and they have amazing databases. In our inner circle, we call this our 250 list, right? Which is one of the things you do in the very first month within our program, right? And it's how we grew to 130 members with no ad spend, is using a variation of this tactic. Then what you want to do is you want to reach out to them. So you want to reach out to the person that you know first. And there's probably a chance, if they don't own or manage the business, that you might have to talk to potentially someone in HR or another manager or another owner. But what we'd actually do before we gave say if you were talking to a business owner and they have 20 staff, right? Before we went to them with an offer, what we actually did is we aimed to get the owner in, right, for a free trial. We'll just give them 28 days free. We'd give their husband or their wife 28 days free, and we'll try and get their kids in. Now, the reason for this, guys, is if someone loves and is an advocate of your business, they are going to do a lot more for you. So rather than going, hey, just going and meeting up with them, we would play like a little bit of a game where we'd try and get them in, we'd try and meet them, befriend them. Whether they stayed on or not doesn't matter, because then after that couple of week period, we'd go, hey, like, would you ever think of maybe giving all your staff, some training sessions, or, however it might work? And that way we got better conversations when we went for these meetings, because they already know, liked, and trusted us. Then you need to organize the meeting. And it's just a nice casual meeting, no longer than 30 minutes, guys. You don't want to go meet up with someone for an hour and a half. You guys know this in your own business. Time is of the essence. So you want to keep it 30 minutes. You want to keep it short and succinct. Say why you're doing it, that you want to help people, what the vision of the business is, and then just say, hey, there's a couple of ways we can potentially piece this together. Here's what it looks like. We can do something for charity. We can give all your staff a free trial. We can give discounted memberships. You don't want to give free trial into discounted membership. We never did that. They can choose either free trial or discounted membership. And generally, guys, the free trial does work better than the discounted membership, especially when you're looping around every 3 months to see if any new staff had started within that business. Then, guys, once you've worked through that list of 10 to 20 people, you're probably going to have off a list of about 20, you're probably going to have about 5 meetings, right? Not everyone want to take meetings with you. It depends how the connection is and things like that, right? Is then you want to make your new list of 10 to 20 people and continue to execute it. And as a goal, guys, let's just say every single month, right, you can get 10 trials in, right, from whether it's a charity, whether it's a free trial, or someone starting with a discounted membership from a corporate. Now that's going to add up, guys. That's going to add up to about 120 trials every single year that you have to spend $0 for, right? And everyone knows at the moment it's getting a little bit harder to market on Facebook, right? It's not as cheap as it once was. It's still the best place. But the reason why this was so important for us as a company is in our clubs we're all above 300 members, and we had to get 25 leads every single week. And what we found is, Facebook ads going up, going down, some week more expensive. We were running through the times when everyone was running 6-week free ads, right? So when all that 6-week free ads kind of came through and all that stuff, we're like, hey, we don't want to do the 6-week free. So we had to create other marketing options like this corporate, which really, and sorry, my cat's going nuts in the background, which really, really helped us grow and helped us hit our lead target, right? And getting like that 10 leads every single month really adds up, because it's about 50% of your leads for 1 week. And guys, if you're ever interested in chatting more about this, please send me a message on Instagram, Jimmy_Pomponio. I've kind of mapped it all out for you guys. You can never map anything out in a video for anyone 100% from start to finish. If you think it's a good idea, guys, and you go, hey, fuck, maybe contacting 10 to 20 people is a bit too much, reach out to 5 people this week and just organize that first meeting and see how it goes, because you'll never know how well this can go. I actually had a client in Coffs Harbour who signed up 63 clients from a corporate offer. And that's definitely better than any of the ones that I ever did. 100%, we did a lot of work. So you can find these ones and really find some diamonds in the rough. And with marketing and business, it's about helping as many people as you can. It's about being in many places as you can. And doing these corporate offers and spending like 30 minutes a week on it is only going to help your business generate more money. And guys, as I said, if you ever have any questions, please reach out to me anytime.